So here we're at the wood lathe, and I need to put in a mandrel. Starts with this piece right here. One of these are the bushings, the turning bushings. One of them's bigger, which is this one. Actually, I'll do a bigger one on that side. What I like to do is I like to turn the bigger side towards the tailstock and the taper and towards the headstock. This is the headstock. The tailstock is going to be set up down here in a second once I put this on. That's falling off again. It's fine. Not a big deal. We got tool rest right here. And the tailstock right here. Lock the tailstock down. Set the tool rest up. There's my cutter. Using one of these fancy indexible carbide inserts. Now I want it to ride at the halfway point. It's going to be right there. Piece. Turn that on. Gotta move this end a little bit down so I can get in here more. Now for this part I wear this because the acrylic sometimes blows up on you. And it sucks getting hit in the face with it. So, make sure everything's locked up. And noise you're hearing is the this little turning handle's loose again, but I don't have my Allen keys down here, so, or over here, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But you can see the finished profile's turned. Now what we're gonna do is start the sanding process, which I don't need this anymore for this part. I'm not blocking the camera, but this I probably am. What I'm looking for here is that the scratch marks are all even, which they are. But that's a really good pattern in that too. We'll go with the 1800 grit on the wet sanding, or 1500, maybe 12, I don't know. I'll check when I'm done here. Sanding time. Last sanding time. I only do 4 stops of the sanding because I have a buffing system, so fine. What I'm doing now is I'm just checking to see if there's any major scratches, which there is not, so. We're gonna take the tailstock and that off, wipe down the ways a little bit. And don't worry, I'll show it to you in a second here. Take there we go. Take the mandrel out. Put it back in its box. This is the little pucker thing to remove that, which requires some convincing with the hammer. So, that's the mandrel bar. Got the buffing system. I gotta change the speed, which is done by pulleys down here on this end. You don't want this to be running at the full 3000, it'll tear itself apart. Alright, so now that that's there, we have our part, which come around and see on the camera if you could see it. There it is. And you can see it's a pretty good finish. Then after buffing, it's going to get a lot better. Now buffing, you got to wear your shield because this thing can grab the part and throw it at you. And trust me, you don't want to get hit with one of these things flying out of this. So this is a little stick I made to help hold it so I can buff it real nice. First way, then take it off and turn it around and do it this way. And you also don't want to be going the same way it's turned. You want to be going against that grain so it polishes those scratch marks from sanding it out. Alright, so now here's the finished tube. We're going to move you down to the press so I can put it together. Camera on the tripod, it's a little bit unwieldy. So this is the press. Doesn't take much force to put these together, but it's enough to where you do need the press, or the press makes it a lot easier. Now they do make specific ones for pens and all that, but I have an arbor press and it works. So why buy something if you don't need it? So now what we're going to do is we're going to find where I think this covers up the least good looking part of this, which is hard because there's a lot of good looking spots in here. I think though, right there would be the best. And then we just go like that, press that in, make sure there's no mark. So that's good. And this part, which has your mechanism and the ink in it, I'll show you in a second. We just take and push in and then twist so it's nice and smooth. Now to change the ink and all that, it's just a normal Parker style insert with the spring on it. You just put that in Screw that down and then twist, and there's your pad. That's how you make a pen and your own acrylic for it. So, yep.